Right, so in this video here I'm going to be going through some basic formatting in Excel 2019. So what you can see here is I've got a spreadsheet that's obviously got quite a lot of formatting issues. So first of all, you can see that the cells here are not wide enough for the data that's in them. So these are the columns here, in case you don't know, columns A, B, C, D, and these are the rows. So what I need to do is resize column A. So I go to column A here, I move my mouse to the right of it, in between A and B, I click and drag. You'll notice the cursor changes to that symbol. So a lot of students got to watch that because they often click here, but look for the cursor then click. Now if you want to make it the size it needs to be without sort of guessing, you can just double click and then it will be the size it needs to be. Another useful tip is if you highlight across the top there multiple columns and double click, they'll all go to the size they need to be. Or you can resize one of them and it will resize all of them the same size if you just like the uniform size of the column, which I often do. So I'm just going to put some numbers in, doesn't really matter what I put in, and I'm going to put some fake prices in. Now hopefully you can see already that, there you go, that the numbers have gone on the right. This is by default in Excel. Words go on the left, numbers on the right. We rarely want this, so I highlight this section, go up here under the Home tab, and you've got Center, and I click Center to put in the middle. I often leave the left column left centered, left aligned, which is this one here, because I think it looks weird to be centered on the left, especially when it's printed. So I left align that one. So one other thing is, you can do the same with the rows, by the way. You can enlarge the rows the same way. And the words will be, on the data, sorry, will always be at the bottom by default. If you want it in the middle, which you normally would if you enlarge the rows, you would click here for middle align. So one other thing, this isn't currency, it's just got numbers in. Now we could go in and manually change all of them with a symbol, but this seems a long process and surely there's a quicker way, which of course there is. So you highlight the data, you go here where it says general and you change it to currency and it will add the pound sign. Now there is accounting, but I'm not an accountant and I don't understand what this would be used for, but when you click on it, it puts the pound sign nowhere near the numbers, and that's not how I normally do things, so I just go with currency. If you want a foreign currency or a different currency to the one that is default to your system, because that will be whatever your system currency is, you go right click and format cells, and then here you've got currency and then symbols, and you've got lots of different currencies here from different countries. It's slightly annoying to me that the major currencies aren't at the top, but there you go, that's how it is. So you've got the euro, which is down here somewhere, so I'll set it to that. And you can see the euro comes up, but I'm going to undo that. So something that students often ask me is how to do a border. So you highlight the data, you go up here and you select all borders, and that will put a border in, and it will put the border in whatever line color you've currently selected and line style selected. So at the moment I've got this dotted line. Okay, I'm going to change it to this line here. I'm going to change it to this line here. And then I'm going to set the color of it to purple. Now, when I change the line style, it will ask me to start drawing like this, which you can do, but I find that infuriating. And but it can be useful because you can box the bits you want a lot easier. I still personally find it irritating, but you can do it that way, like this, and you can click on all the lines you want, but this takes forever, and so on and so forth. So I don't do that. What I do is as soon as I change the line style, I'll go all the way back. So I highlight that. I've selected my line style. I press the escape key in the top left hand corner of the keyboard, which will stop me drawing. And then I simply select all borders, and then it will put the border in. If you just want a black all border, then all you've got to do is don't touch the line color and the line styles, just click on that and click all borders. But if you want a different color and a different style, change them first and then select all borders, okay? And it will put you in drawing mode, so you will need to hit the escape key in the top left hand key of the keyboard to get out of that mode, to get back to this, and then you can select all borders. If you just want an outside, obviously you can just click thick outside border, and that will put a thick outside border on. whatever style you selected at the time. So, last but not least, how do we colour the cells? Well, we simply highlight them. We go up here, select the colour. We can change the font colour. We can even change the font size and the font itself. Should you not want that font. I don't really like that colour, but I'll change it to that one. There we go. And of course, you can do this to these cells here. And that's basically formatting in Excel.